We live in a clown world where people will do whatever it takes to feel special for just a moment. Everyone's so hungry for clout, more important than oxygen to some people, and they'll make a fool of themselves on TikTok and pretty much anywhere online. I mentioned this streamer a lot, but there was a streamer that used to finger his butthole for $20. There was that guy we recently talked about who threw himself in front of a train to stop it as part of like a TikTok challenge and then got 3 years in jail for it. It's really not easy to stand out from the crowd these days. It's pretty cutthroat. You either eat ass or you get your ass eaten. And today, I want to show you what it looks like when your ass gets eaten.
I quit my job. No,
Wait,
it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I just talked to Logan Paul. I mean, like, he was just being nice, and I get it. Media, whatever, he has to be nice.
Dude's looking like he rubbed 5 raw onions in his eyes right now. Also, this is a really inefficient way of like wiping snot from your nose. It just looks like you're sniffing your finger after putting it up your butthole.
Before I approached him, he was bragging about making $3 million. I make $100,000 a year. I'm 22. I do make $100,000. That's cool. And I want to act. I want to do these things. I'm having a breakdown right now.
Yeah, this whole thing comes across as like a shitty YouTuber apology, but while bragging somehow. He comes in pretty hot with the condom off by immediately dropping how much he makes in a year, which seems kind of irrelevant, like he's belittling 100 grand by comparing it to Logan Paul's 3 mil, even though 100 grand in a year is an extreme amount of money, more than most people will see in their entire fucking life. So it's hard to really feel sympathy for him in that moment. And the way he like conveyed it, like I make $100,000 a year, I'm 22 years old, it makes it seem like an advertisement. I thought he was about to transition into trying to sell me on something like a guru self-help book or something. Like turn around and start talking about some kind of pyramid scheme or like an NFT he invested in and how he got rich. It just really like seems so fucking goofy.
Oh, I'm sitting in the cast. I don't even know what to do. Just watch the clip, okay?
Did the sneak thing?
No, I didn't. I quit my job. No.
Wait,
It's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like
here?
on stage? Or you just like...
Yes, I did.
I cut out a lot of his crying just to get into the clip where you can see what brought about this meltdown here. So he snuck onto stage during the Jake Paul fight, I believe, and was trying to get a job from Logan Paul, which is obviously a stupid idea. You have to be a real goofy goober to think that that's ever going to work. But I know a lot of people have this fantasy because they've watched anime one time and they see the protagonist never gives up and then he eventually gets the girl and becomes the hero. So then they try and adopt that persona where like, I'll never give up and I'll accomplish everything. But they do it in the wrong way like this guy. So he just approaches Logan, total stranger, and he just starts going over his resume. And Logan, like, immediately calls it out, too, by saying, like, hey, you definitely snuck in here, right? And he's like, no. But yes.
It's one of the sneak videos.
Sorry,
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business, trying to get a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 70 dances. I did like
What's
that.
your TikTok handle?
I did that video. You know, like going like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
I don't.
Then why would I
need
give
a
you a
mentor.
job?
He's also extremely bad at making a case for himself. So a lot of times, like, for example, when Elon Musk was doing his open conference and taking questions from the crowd, and that guy approached him saying, like, I'm a super genius and you need to hire me for your board of directors because I'm so fucking smart. And if you don't, you're going to regret it. In fact, I might even be CEO of Tesla pretty soon, so you should hire me. At least he was, like, confident in himself in the way that he, like, carried it. This guy's like, hey, I want a job, but I'm also not good at anything. Like, Logan even, like, threw him a bone. He's like, oh, so you definitely have what it takes. He's like, no, I fucking suck. Like, if you're gonna commit this hard, at least just lie about being cool or something. Yeah, I used to work for the CIA, but had to be retired after racking up too many kills. Or, I was the stunt double for Andre the Giant and Princess story, and now I'm just looking to get back in the business. But this guy, he doesn't even bother trying to sound like he's qualified for any position. The only thing he can muster is, I did a TikTok dance once, and I did it shitty. Like, come on, man. Like, what do you expect Logan Paul to do? Like, hear that and be like, oh, welcome aboard. Fucking fist bump him. Well, I want to say, Logan Paul looks really good here. He comes across as like a really understanding, nice guy. Even gives him some good advice to go off of. So, If this was like a marketing strategy from Logan's team, they fucking crushed it here because Logan really comes across great. But I actually think this was a genuine interaction with a guy who needs some help.
Well, why would I do that?
I want to be like. I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I bet I can't be a mentor right now, right? In my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
connections and you need people be around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people? Friends?
I don't.
Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I find it extremely hard to believe when someone says they have no friends because that's pretty much impossible these days. Everyone has friends. No matter how much of a fuck up you are or how outrageous the things you believe are, you will always have people that are on your side. So I really think a lot of what he says in this video is lying in order to garner sympathy from Logan, thinking that it would help him land a job, which obviously never works. It's like that same strategy nice guys use to try and make a girl fall for them, where they just be as pathetic as they can. Like, they'll be whining and crying in front of the girl they like, oh, no one likes me, my dog won't even look at me, my dog took a shit on the floor because they were so disgusted with me, God, no one's ever gonna love me, except maybe you, can you show me your titties, you know? That really weird thing that the nice guys will do to make the girl, like, feel bad for them, bad enough to, like, date them, that's the impression I get from this guy and the way he approaches the situation. Because then he goes in to talk about how he quit his job in order to come here and try and get this from Logan Paul. Dude apparently just quit a $100,000 a year job at 22 years old. It's either the dumbest decision of all time or a lie. I cannot imagine anyone would be that reckless. There's nothing wrong with following your dreams, but to quit your job and throw away everything in order to pursue them is the wrong way of doing it. You need to approach your dreams in a reasonable, rational manner. I know everyone has this like glorified fantasy that they'll read about online about how like the billionaire quit his job, sold his house, lived out of a box, drank piss for 1,000 years before he finally hit it big and it was all worth it. But that's just not likely to happen to you. There is no reason to quit your job to pursue your passion. You should pursue it while also making sure you are taken care of as well.
I'm from Norwalk,
Bro,
Ohio.
you're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. Go make content, do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
I'm not. Media. But I'm not the guy directly. You're the guy.
You're the guy.
No, bro. My team is this. Relax, bro. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not trying to get a handout. I'm not trying to get a handout.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to work hard for a little money. No money.
That's the very definition of a handout. You have approached him completely out of the blue, unprovoked, told him a sob story, and are hoping to get a job out of it. That is a handout. Even if he gave you an unpaid internship position, that is him being nice to you because you made him feel bad.
I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA. And I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA and just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person you meet in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my advice, man.
Unironically, Logan Paul comes across incredible throughout this entire interaction. While I don't necessarily agree with the advice of moving to LA, he's not wrong either. If that guy does want to pursue this seriously, he would need to consider going to LA and just trying to network, I suppose. I think LA fucking sucks. It's my least favorite place on the planet, probably. But it's also not horrible advice to give this guy either. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem like he actually took the advice to heart or anything because he starts crying in his car about the interaction, so he was apparently not pleased with the result. He really went in there with that sense of entitlement, like, I deserve this job and I'm going to get it. Again, I think that falls into that like, I don't even know what to call it, that mindset that some people have where they are the center of the universe and everything needs to happen the way they have it in their head. This guy had a very high-paying job, probably had a big ego, and thought, you know what, I want to get into acting, I want to get into YouTubing, and I'm going to make Logan Paul take me there because I deserve it. And it didn't happen, so he started crying and having a little whining festival in his car. Hopefully he'll learn from it, but I checked his TikTok after this, and he's just really embracing it, so he has a shirt that says, "Can I have a job, Logan?" now. And it looks like he's really riding that wave. He's been like remixing this video as well because this got big on TikTok for obvious reasons. there's not a lot of people showing support to this idea of quitting your job to do something like this, which is great. It's good to see that. But I know there still are people that believe like this is the way things are done. Like you have to quit everything in order to pursue your dreams, and that's just not right. And Logan Paul, I think, really does convey a strong message to this guy like, look, man, you're lying about not having friends. You have friends. Why don't you do stuff with your friends first? Take baby steps into it, then maybe move to LA and start networking. I think that's pretty reasonable, and I think this video might even serve as a good lesson for other people out there that in their head thought something like this would go over well. Well, in reality, it doesn't. That's about it. See ya.